A very good morning to all of you. Today I am to start a topic from the advanced writing skills of your question paper. You know, advanced writing skills comprises section B of your question paper. And today I am taking the invitations. I hope you all will be knowing what are invitations. Let us see its definition. Invitations are printed cards or letters through which we request our guests to be present on some auspicious occasion like wedding, birthday, housewarming, inauguration of a shop, wedding anniversary, etc. So these functions can be personal or can be social also. The other examples can be school functions like annual function, sports function, prize distribution, competitions, etc. And these are all the formal functions. These are not your personal functions. These are the functions of the institution. This is a short composition, and this question will be carrying 4 marks in the question paper. The word limit for writing this question is 50 words only. You cannot exceed or exceed this word limit. You must know the mark specification also before you start writing or start learning about the invitation. Format will be consisting of 1 mark, which will include the name of the school or name of the institution or the office from where the invitation is coming, the date, heading, writer's name with designation. Content will be the 2 marks. Content means the whole information regarding the reason of the invitation. Last, the expression, again of 1 mark. Expression includes grammatical accuracy, coherence, relevance, and spellings. Means 1 plus 2 plus 1 means this question is of 4 marks. And if you are answering the question correctly, this is not difficult for you to have 4 marks out of 4. Now let us see the types of invitation. There are 2 main types of invitations, formal invitations and informal invitations. Formal invitations can again be of 2 types. One is card form and another is letter form. Card form is for ordinary guest and letter form is always to be sent to the chief guest, to the chief invitee. Whereas informal invitations, they are never in card form. They are always written in the letter form. So, letter form invitations can be of 2 types. They can be a formal invitations also. They can be informal invitations also. Let us know what are formal invitations. Formal invitation is usually originate from institute, companies, and a kind of it. Normally, formal invitation is written invitation. Now, informal invitation. This is a personal invitation which can be given to a friend, family, etc. Informal can be written invitation or it can be an oral invitation also. Means if the friend is very close to you, telephonically also you can inform them or in writing also you can inform them. But what is the basic difference between these 2 types of letters, formal letters and informal letters? The difference is only of the use of words which you are using there. I will tell you that also. Let us start with formal invitations now. Formal invitations. As I told you, first can be the printed invitation cards through which we can invite the guests to be present on a particular occasion. Such invitations do not include the name of the addressee. Second, handwritten letter addressed to a VIP. invited to preside over a social, cultural, and educational function. In such invitations, the name of addressee, that is VIP, appears prominently. So what is the meaning of invitation cards? An invitation card is used to invite someone to attend the event like birthday party, wedding ceremonial, informal dinner, and so many other functions too. You must know the characteristics of formal invitations. Formal invitation is always written as a single sentence. This is meant for many invitees. You may be knowing that when you write a card is not to be sent to one person only. This is to be sent to majority of the persons who are to be invited. Formal invitation can never be written in first or second person. This is always written in third person. Name of the invitee is not to be included. The addressee's address is to be written only on the envelope. Otherwise, inside the card, the addressee's address is not to be written anywhere. Always use the simple present tense, and the date when you are writing this invitation is not mentioned here. There is no signature of the host. Always in the end, on the left hand side, you write the abbreviation RSVP. RSVP, this has originated from French. It means respondents s'il vous plaît. That is, please reply. This always is written below on the left with name or the names, address and phone number of the host or the host if they are more than one. Put the invitation in a box. This is also considered by the examiner when the examiner is checking your invitation. As I told you, word limit is always 50 words. In case a VIP is invited as a chief guest, the name of the VIP must be appearing prominently. Center setting of the subject matter is usually preferred. Center setting means proper alignment must be there. From the right hand side or from the left hand side, equal space must be there. It must be exactly in the center. Details like address, how many can be permitted for one card, dress code, etc. are also written in the end of the invitation. These are the 5 requisites to write a formal invitation card. If you remember this sequence, you won't be committing any mistake in writing the invitation. The first, these are all the 5 words from the WH family. First one is who, second whom, third what, fourth when, and fifth is where. So what do these 5 members of WH family mean? Let us know one by one. Who? Who means who's inviting? Who's sending the invitation? Like this is a marriage ceremony. So obviously the parents will be inviting. So Mr. and Mrs. Leonard Smith and Mr. and Mrs. Jack Byron. Means always Mr. is written in the beginning and this is followed by Mrs. This means who is inviting, and this must be the very first line of your invitation card. The second one, as I told you, is whom. That is who's being invited. As you are inviting more than one or many persons are to be invited by one card only, so we are not going to mention any name here. We request the pleasure of your company at a dinner. Yo means to whosoever is this invitation being sent, this is for him only. So there can be some other words also for writing this whom sentence, like these are the standard expressions. These can be cordially invite you to, solicit your gracious presence, request the pleasure of your company, cordially request the honor of your presence, invite you to join, request your benign presence, seek the pleasure of your presence. Means these Any of these expressions you can use for writing the second line of the invitation, whom. Third is what. What means what is the occasion? Why are you inviting the persons? Here you can see, request the honor of your company. This is whom. At the marriage of their children, Rachel Smith and Ross Byron. Means the reason is given that what is the occasion. And this is the third point which you have to mention in your invitation card. Fourth one, as I told you, this is when the word itself is making you clear that when is the ceremony. Saturday the 19th of November or Saturday November 19th. The way you are writing the first part is correct, but the manner you are writing second time is not correct. So 253-212 Boston Street, 253-212 Boston Street. Here also, you cannot write any word in abbreviation. In the second sentence, street is written as abbreviation. It must not be written there. So this is when. Where the guest has to come, where the celebration is being celebrated. So here, again he has included two parts. Saturday the 8th of July 2017 at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Again he is writing when. So the next important part which you are seeing at this time is where. Where means Grand Club Hotel, 100 Wedding Avenue, Los Angeles, California. So these are the 5 members of WH family. If you remember the sequence, you will be remembering that what must be the next part of your invitation. Along with this, all the standard characteristics you have to remember, that what must be the word limit, what alignment must be there, which first person, second person or third person you have to use and all. So these all you have to remember. Now I am telling you an invitation in full, that how this is written, including all the members of WH family. This is an invitation which had been sent on the occasion of annual day and prize distribution function on behalf of principal, staff and students. So let us see. As I told you, first is who's inviting. So here who is? Principal, staff and students of Kendriya Vidyalaya, GC CRPF Bantla. This is who. Second is whom. Request your benevolent presence on the auspicious occasion of. Means this sentence is meant for every invitee to whosoever the card is going. Who, whom. Third one is what. What is the occasion? Annual day and prize distribution function. Then where? In Zorawar Singh Auditorium, Jammu University. When? On 8th May 2019, Wednesday at 3 p.m. onwards. So as I told you, if some chief guest is being invited, the guest name must appear prominently. So here Shri S.P. Singh, who is DIG GCCRPF Bantla Jammu, he is also the chairman Vidyalaya Management Committee. He is as a chief guest who has been invited. So all the other guests must also come to know that who is the chief guest on this occasion. So here we are writing the words, he has consented to be the chief guest on the occasion. And Shrimati Shalini Singh, wife Shri S.P. Singh, will be the guest of honor and has consented to give away the prizes. These are the chief guests. So all the WH we have followed, who, whom, what, when and where. Next, proper alignment is there. You can see from the left side or from the right hand side, the equal space is left. This is exactly in center. The chief guest name is also looking prominently. So in the end, on the left hand side, as I told you, the French word RSVP we have to write. Suraj Prasad Principal, and on the right hand side, Vidyalaya Parivar. So again, you have to mention that how many persons can be admitted by one card only. and what is the time when they have to reach the hall. So this will be the last line. Note, invitation card is valid for 2 persons only. Please be seated up to 2:45 p.m. Obviously, when the chief guest is coming at 3, naturally all the other guests must be there before the arrival of the chief guest. So 15 minutes before, they are supposed to reach the hall. So if this is not compulsory, on the left hand side of the card, I have mentioned the program. This is not compulsory. If you want, you can write. If you don't want, you cannot write here. Otherwise, in that case, the invitation card will be of one side only. So here the program I have mentioned: the arrival of the chief guest, lighting of lamp, formal welcome by principal, Saraswati Vandana, annual report by principal, cultural program, prize distribution, martial arts, blessings by the chief guest, and vote of thanks. So this was the formal invitation. How we have to write, I hope you may have understood it well. If you are exactly writing in the same manner, surely you will be getting 4 marks out of 4. Now let me come to informal invitations. Informal invitations, as I told you, they are always written in letter form. So informal invitations are in letter form, but letter form can be the form of the formal invitation also, but there is a difference of the use of the words only. Let us see. So these letters can be of 2 types: formal letters and informal letters. Formal letters. So these words, when we are inviting some special guest, obviously we cannot send him a card. We have to send him a personal letter. And which sort of words can you use? You can write, would you like to join on the auspicious occasion of so and so? Or will you spare some precious time to join in our celebration? Or it can be, would you mind attending our most important celebration, the annual function? Next can be, what about your hectic schedule? I hope you will be able to spare some time. And the next word you can continue. Next can be, how about attending our most cherished function, the annual day? Or also we can write, let us celebrate together our most cherished, our most important function of the institution, the annual day. So these are all the forms, these are all the words which we have to use in the formal type of letters, because we have to be formal when we are writing this letter. Now the informal invitation or informal letters. Informal invitations are written in the form of ordinary personal letters. These letters are first or second person presentations, whereas in formal letters you don't have to use first and second person, you always have to use the third person. But in these informal letters, you always have to be in first person or the second person. The salutation is usually dear plus name. The complimentary clause will be yours sincerely, which is never used in formal letters. Let us see an example of informal letter. Question is, you are Rohan Malhotra. You have come out successful in your IT exams. So you have decided to throw a party to all of your friends. Write an informal invitation to your friend Ankit. Invite other detail by yourself. So first you have to write the address, 45 Mosam Vihar, Delhi. This is the address of sender or receiver? No, this is the address of the sender. 10 December 201920, whatever you want to write. So dear Ankit, whereas dear is never written in formal letters. You will be delighted to know that I have come out successful in my IIT exams held this year in the month of April. So I have decided to throw a party to all of my friends on 15th December 20, the same whatever you have written in the date. At Hotel Ashoka, Connaught Place, New Delhi at 8 p.m. I have much pleasure in inviting you to the party. Do come and grace the occasion with your benign presence. Yours sincerely, Rohan Malhotra. So you may have noted, when you are writing the salutation, you use the word dear, which is never to be used when you are writing the formal letter of invitation. Lastly, you wrote yours sincerely, whereas this is not written. In formal letter, you have to write RSVP. So I hope you may have understood what is invitation, what are the two main categories of invitations, how a formal invitation is written, how an informal invitation is written. Informal invitation means two types of letters, how a formal letter is written and how an informal letter is written. So that's all about the invitations. Thank you for watching the video. Thanks a lot.